Hey everyone, welcome back with Mac. Hopefully my mic issues are fixed this week. Yeah, once again, I'm sorry guys for the issues last week with the mic and stuff like that. I wish I had the time to fix it and go back, and I might have to see if I can redo that episode. It was that bad. You can still hear me, but like the quality was so terrible. Pretty embarrassing for me. I know I'm kind of going on about it, but either way, I mean, it should be fixed this week. I've had a few good videos and stuff like that over the weekend, and obviously, it pretty much was like fixed the next day, thankfully. But I don't know. I'll probably have to get a new mic just to be safe or something like that, just as a backup. Either way, I mean, we're here this week, and I think we're all good now, so. Going to continue our playthrough of WWF Attitude on the N64. I was thinking of doing the PS1 version so I could have the alternate costumes, but man, the N64 with its loading times, I mean, it's just undefeated in my opinion. And it's really weird because I used to think in Warzone you weren't able to, select alternate outfits. I used to think it was just where, like, you had to pick like the regular outfit and then player 2 slot would have the alternate costume. That is not the case. Actually, I learned in my comparison video of, VPW64 and Warzone, comparing those two games side by side, which if you haven't watched it, you should check it out. Those comparisons are not just about which game is better, it's just to see, what each company had to offer at the time and stuff like that, which I think is something a lot of people don't necessarily get in that series. But, it is kind of my fault. I do, say it's, this game versus this game, and I do ask everybody what they think about the games afterwards and stuff like that, but I don't know. When I compare games, it's not to say, I think this one's better and this one's not or whatever. It's just show off what each game had during, the time period or, Game of Revenants or whatever. Either way, I actually learned in that video that in Warzone, on the N64 version, pressing, I believe it was like the C buttons. Like you had to press them and like weird, like two of them at the same time to like change the outfits and stuff like that. And you would think that would be the same thing for Attitude, but that's not the case for some reason. So like for some reason in the N64 version of Attitude, you just cannot choose which outfit you want, which is just so lame. There's undisputedly terrible design choice. They could have done it if they wanted to where you could have alternate outfits, but I don't know. I think also, from what it seemed like in the PS1 version when I was going to start this playthrough in, I think you can only pick your outfit at the beginning of the career mode, and then you have to stay with that one anyway, so I figure, Ring Attire, Stone Cold is good with me. Although if I did want to do a Mick Foley playthrough, I would have loved to play as like a Doolove and Cactus Jack or whatever, but oh well. Still on the table, to be honest with you. Let me know down below if you'd be interested in Cactus Jack and Dude Love tag team career mode, because at some point I am going to do the tag team career in this game as well, but kind of like my Here Comes the Pain review playthrough, I'm going to come back to that someday, but it's more than likely just going to stay somewhere. Like I'm going to play, like, finish Stone Cold's career here, and I'll probably come back at some point and do like another guy's career and tag team career and stuff like that. And I even tried before this video. I looked up like, all right, so who are some people they haven't done career mode on in this game? And I looked it up, and there's literally somebody on YouTube who has done a playthrough with every single character in this game. I forget what their name is, and but I mean, literally, you look up any character. It could be Droz, the trainer. Literally the trainer from Warzone. Freaking Dr. Death. Every single character that guy has done a playthrough with an Attitude. So that dude is dedicated. I'll give him that. Oh man, we might get a tap out. Nah. Figures. Also, that's kind of an interesting outfit for Droz. I always wondered why WrestleMania 2000 never had those shorts for him. Because it seems like for most people, this is like the most iconic Droz look. surprised too. They also didn't give him a like a Road Warrior or Legion of Doom in WWF alternate outfit. Maybe it would have been, you know, like because of the Legion of Doom, they have like the lights or something like that, or something to the look. I don't know what the deal was with that, but it's too bad they're not in this game either. But I think they left like very, very late 1998. But either way, I mean, they were kind of like a big deal. I wouldn't say a big deal, but let's be honest. Jeez. Let's be honest though. I think the WWF kind of ruined the Legion of Doom around this time. Especially with that Hawk storyline. That's probably like the worst Attitude Era storyline that went on for way too long, in my opinion. Because, I mean, they had the whole thing where it's like, you know, Hawk's acting all drunk and weird. You know, it makes him look so damn lame. And, you know, not just him, but Animal as well. It didn't do Droz any favors. It didn't do the Road Warriors any favors. It didn't create compelling television. And then they kept doing the whole thing where it's like, oh man, you know, it's breaking. Is this a shoot? Is it not? Is it, you know, I always hated like when they try and break kayfabe and stuff like that during the Attitude Era. Like, if it was something like, oh wow, somebody got attacked, and it's like, whoa, this is a real, you know, these guys are fighting for real, you know. I guess that's kind of cool, you know, like a backstage fight, you know, to like create an unpredictable environment, like anything can happen. When the guys are just like, oh yeah, you know, like Hawk did a promo, I forget his actual name, I think it's like Mike something. So he's just did like a promo before a match. It's like, hey, you know, I'm sorry for, you know, the stuff I did last week, being drunk, and, you know, but you know, this is the real guy, not, you know, Road Warrior Hawk talking to you, you know, just apologizing, but hey, you know, let's sit behind us, so I'm gonna do the Hawk thing now. Yeah, it's like, dude, that's like one of the fucking lamest promos I've ever heard in my entire life. It's not really Hawk's fault, honestly, I'm sure, because that's what I'm sure he was told directly to do. But I mean, like, it's not the most uncomfortable thing during the Attitude Era, but it's just the lamest, like, absolute lamest thing ever. When they're like, you know, I'm done with this, you know, with this terrible gimmick, and this gimmick's crap, or like, hey, you know, I'm the real guy, not the character you see on screen, on TV, because then it's just like, it's saying that everything else is bull crap, but this is real, and the stuff that's supposedly real just isn't, it's boring and uninteresting. You know what I mean? I mean, if like, Mae Young giving birth to a freaking hand, you know, at least it's disgusting and stupid, but I mean, at least it's somewhat interesting. You know what I mean? But I don't know, then they had all the stuff that was in terrible taste as well, like the freaking miscarriage storyline that was with D-Lo that I think was at the beginning of 99. I don't know, it seemed like a lot of the stuff was like late 98, when like late 98 to like mid 1999 was like the really poor taste stuff. But like definitely late 98 and you know, early 1999 for me. 'Cause you had Beaver cleavage, Chaz, they had the whole you know, domestic abuse storyline that turned out she was lying. And just stupid. Like it wasn't, and that stuff was never even interesting. Like you look at Chaz at that time, it never helped him. It never created like an interesting character. He never came across as like a dirtbag, someone that the fans could hate or anything like that. Just disgusting. And then, you know, with the miscarriage storyline, you know, it's, you ever gone through something like that in real life? I mean, it's just in bad taste, you know. It's, I think a lot of times people are oversensitive with that kind of stuff. But I think as long as you can make it entertaining and it can be good, you know, there's some crazy, stupid stuff in the WWF that I've liked over the years, you know, like the Vince McMahon, the God stuff, the Mexicools and Crime Time, I think were just so stupid and over the top. I thought it was funny. But then there's just stuff like that where it's like, especially when they try and play it seriously, The Katie Vick storyline is another good example. I mean, I consider that Ruthless Aggression era, but jeez, man. I mean, so many terrible storylines. And it's all about how it's presented, in my opinion. At least thank God we never got the freaking weird Vince McMahon or Shane McMahon, like the Stephanie McMahon incest storyline. Oh my God. That one is so terrible. Like, if it actually made air, it would not even be funny, like, to even laugh about, because they would have tried to play it serious or something like that. And it would have just been known as, like, one of the worst things the WWF ever did. But, like, geez, just the concept. Especially, apparently Vince asked Stephanie if she wanted to do this storyline, if she was comfortable with it, and she said, no, that's disgusting. You know, I don't want to, you know, have an incest storyline with my own father. So then Vince's response after that was, well, okay, if you don't want to do it with me, how about Shane? Like, as if that's any better than, you know, your father. Like, jeez, man. Vince McMahon, different breed, I'll give him that. It's kind of funny. I think there was, they were talking about the debut of Heidenreich and, like, a writer and stuff like that. And the one time Vince McMahon ever stepped out of the writers meeting and stuff like that because it was so terrible and, you know, shameful and stuff like that, is because I think there was a guy in the writers meeting, I can't remember what his name was. I don't even think it said his name, honestly, but he suggested that Heinrich is essentially, you know, like a frozen Nazi that got unthawed and sent to the WWF and would goose step and all that other terrible stuff and salute and everything like that. Terrible idea, 100%, you know. But Vince being, you know, thinking it's so terrible and having to walk out and stuff like that, as if he hasn't done the same crazy kind of shit, especially in that era, in the Ruthless Aggression era, you know, Kerwin White, I already mentioned the Mexicals and Crime Time, and all that other stuff. I mean, who the hell is he to, like, act all high and mighty in that situation? But I don't know. Wrestling is a very, very, very wacky world. Colorful world for sure.
Close quarters. Booyah! Out like a light.
All right, let's see if we can take out Taki first.
1, 2.
Oh, all right. I thought it was a triangle match, but it's actually a triple threat. So I'm glad Josh just kind of stood there and let me do that.
Oh, you pissed me off. I'm gonna put you through the match, you piece of
Alright,
trash.
now we got Boss Man. Before we continue on with a story about the Boss Man, I do want to ask you guys in the comments below, I guess, what is your favorite guilty pleasure storyline, I guess you could say, you know? A storyline that everybody hates, or, you know, a storyline that's kind of bad or whatever, like in poor taste, but you just can't help but either laugh at it or find it actually legitimately entertaining. I won't judge.
Tangled up.
As long as it's not like, you know, Katie Vick's storyline, you say, well, you know, I think people are too harsh on it because I have sex with corpses as well or something like that, you know.
Booyah! Out like
I'll judge you if you say something like that, but,
Oh, yes! Yes!
you know, just like, what's your favorite guilty pleasure storyline if you have one?
Fans are going crazy.
But the Boss Man, I think it's interesting, he was always kind of like a mid-carder in the Attitude Era. And I never really understood why they never pulled the trigger on him in the WWF like main event run. I think we've seen it with the Big Show. Like it was terrible. I don't think it was entirely just. I think the storyline just never got the care it deserved. And there's a few factors as to why I think it didn't work. I don't think it was just because Boss Man wasn't a main event kind of guy. But yeah, there was supposed to be like 2 times I think he was supposed to feud with Stone Cold. I think in 1998 during his debut, I think it was like some big brawl or something like that where he was supposed to come out and jump Stone Cold, and Boss Man was preoccupied with something else, like going over, like talking to somebody in the back. And so he missed his cue and he screwed up the storyline and stuff like that. Oh wow, did I just make him tap? Sweet. And then there was the whole thing with at the King of the Ring 1999, in which Stone Cold took on Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon for control of the WWF. and it was a ladder match. And whenever Stone Cold got on top of the ladder, because obviously he would have easily won, you know, someone kept raising the briefcase for the contract of who, you know, being owner of WWF at the time. And they never revealed who it was doing that, but it was supposed to be, you know, like Boss Man. And I don't even think they ever really gave an explanation as to why they never revealed it. I think they just kind of like forgot about it or something like that. But, you know, that was supposed to set up a feud between Stone Cold and Boss Man. And I don't know, maybe it was because, you know, Boss Man messed up earlier in 1998 with, you know, his timing or something like that. Stone Cold got, you know, he was kind of petty and said, you know, I don't want to work with this guy or something like that. Or, you know, so then the mystery was just never solved or something like that. I don't know. But obviously, you know, that suit, the guy, you know, was messing with the briefcase was Boss Man. It just never was revealed to be him, I guess. And then, you know, Stone Cold got injured, and then I don't know, that Big Show and Boss Man storyline, I thought it was actually kind of crazy. Like, it was very over the top. Like, I couldn't take it too seriously, you know, him with the Al Snow stuff and the Boss Man stuff, but I thought it was pretty decent heel work at the time. It's just the feud pretty much ended at Survivor Series. But then for whatever, because, like, you know, for some reason they just kept it going. But it wasn't even like how, you know, Big Show and Boss Man really did anything. Because before that, they were doing things where Boss Man was cutting promos on the Big Show, you know, pretty much every week at that point. He, you know, set up Big Show, you know, to be tear gassed. He went to his mom's house and did the terrible stuff. I think there was just one thing that they did in a segment in reference to that feud after Survivor Series. So there was no build-up or anything really like that after Big Show won the title. And, you know, it was the Big Show got screwed over because it wasn't just... People say, yeah, you know, Big Show wasn't popular enough to be champion. Just look at that time. Like, the Big Show never had a chance. He had no storyline going into Armageddon other than just, hey, you know, Boss Man won a shot at the WWF title against Big Show simply because The Rock got himself disqualified against Boss Man in a #1 contenders match. And it was a terrible storyline. Like, you put The Rock and Big Show in there, I mean, there would have been some interest. I mean, it would have been a lot of Rock, but I mean, like, I think their matches, like, on the road to WrestleMania and their storyline there was pretty good. You know, with and Shane McMahon getting involved and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when Big Show was just set up for failure at the time, because it was just kind of like they were still focusing on Triple H at that time. I feel like he just got, like, he didn't. I can't emphasize, guys. He did nothing. He got no screen time really. He did nothing of importance during that period. He was WWF champion. And I don't know, people have the audacity to just blame it on, well, Big Show, you know, we don't know how he would have fared with it. Would it have been as good as, you know, a Stone Cold or a Rock or a Triple H or Mick Foley? I don't think so, but they could have at least tried, I guess is what I'm trying to emphasize here. And I think that feud did more. It didn't even just devalue Big Show. I think it devalued the title a lot, in my opinion. Not because he was the one to hold it, but because it was clearly just not important at that time for whatever reason. So I don't know, you got to wonder what the creative, you know, was thinking with that whole thing. All right, now it's time to take on Kurgan. It's actually crazy. I think they even have, like, I know they have, like, I don't really follow action figures too much. Like, I see stuff on the Reddit every once in a while. And, yeah, they have, like, a new series, Monday Night Wars, action figures at Walmart. And, you know, you buy all 4 figures in a series, you get, like, a buildable figure that's, like, you know, a head in one action figure pack, a body and, like, another one, you know, so-and-so. So you could have Stone Cold, Triple H, then Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan, right? You know, you get all 4 of those guys in one pack, and then you can put together, you know, like a Michael Hayes or something like that in his salmon suit. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. I don't know if I can win this, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Handicap matches in this game are they're even more bullshit than No Mercy.
Stone Cold lost his balance. Look out!
But I'm still gonna at least try.
Into the ropes.
But to finish my point on the action figures, they actually have a buildable figure of Golga. You buy all 4 characters in a pack, and there's Golga, you know, the guy with the mask and apparently the hump that couldn't get pinned. At least that was the original idea for him. You can get a thing for him. Like, that's just so crazy to be able to have a Golga action figure. I don't know. I also defend him to a degree because, I mean, stupid. I don't think it was the worst idea. A lot of people hate it. I think the idea of like carnival freaks, you know, the carny sideshow stuff, you know, wrestling roots and stuff like that, I think it was a decent idea. I mean, them just kind of being a bunch of weirdos and wearing stupid clothes and dancing and crackhead Bob, like that's not really what I think of when I think of like carnies and stuff like that. But like even then, I mean, it's kind of due to the ICP. But I mean, like you listen to their reaction at SummerSlam '98, like they were legitimately over. Like I don't care what anybody says, and it wasn't just SummerSlam. I remember watching them a few times on the WWE Network and stuff like that, and they were pretty over. And everybody, even like you know, Bruce Prichard and everybody in the WWE nowadays says it's one of the worst gimmicks ever. I don't know. It's tough for me to say that I agree with that. Then again, I have so many like opinions that just differ from people because I'm just a weirdo like that. Good lord, so many kicks thrown. But I got the fans on my side here, folks, who might be able to do this. There's got to be some way. I don't know. I'll be honest. Maybe because they're idiots, they'll actually let me pin, you know, one of them while they just watch. But I'm so close. I think if I can actually hit Stone Cold Stunners on each of them, because look at Thrasher and Devo, they were actually down for a while. So if I can hit 3 successful stunners in a row, I think I may actually be able to get this. But damn it, they're actually starting to come back. Come on, come on. That's not the move I wanted to do. Good lord. I gotta get Devo down to their level too. Man, they keep getting in my freaking way. Uh-oh. What's crazy is the Stone Cold would kick all 3 of these guys' asses. Like, if this was a real match in the Attitude Era, he would kick all 3 of their asses in like 2 minutes. And that would be like people would be all over it during the Attitude Era. But if somebody did that like nowadays, people, you know, like people would be complaining so hard. Like if Roman Reigns stuck out, I don't want to say the Judgment Day because I don't think they're like on the same level as like, you know, the Headbangers and Taka was at this time. But just 3 people that like are just kind of like, I guess they're nobodies in the WWE right now. Maybe they could be later on in their career, but not right now. If you had them 3 of those guys lose to Roman Reigns, oh man, fans would complain so much, like online, saying it's terrible. Damn, he's not gonna let me just win. Oh no. I got greedy, I got greedy. Come on, grab him. I can't even do anything in the tie-up because I keep getting punched out of it. Man, Devo is actually kind of even with me almost. But I'm not going to give up. If I'm losing, I'm losing. Going down fighting. This is definitely a really terrible spot. Uh-oh, now the fans are... Come on, dude, like I'm trying. Okay, now they're behind me again. They don't know what they want. Oh wow, that didn't even do any damage to me. I hate how they keep dodging me. Come on, stunner, stunner. Ugh. Oh god, no, no, I'm blowing it. I'm blowing it. Come on, if I can at least There we go. There's one stunner. There's one stunner. Come on. No. Maybe I can't really run at him either because do the Wuthas press either. Man, look at these guys trying to do moves on me. I'm still in the middle of my own. God damn. I think they're like all faster than me. Oh shit. Look, I thought they were gonna do the Doomsday device. I'm pretty sure that is possible in this game too. But I could be wrong. Alright, this is my moment. No! No! Come on! Only a 1 count. What a loser. Oh! That startup animation is just too damn slow. It is cool that I can at least do it when I get up. That's the awesome thing I love about this game is storing moves and stuff like that. Oh, damn it. I'm greedy. Oh, come on. Yeah, right. Come on. Stunner. Stunner. Shit. We got him. Okay. Come on. And it sucks because you have to be looking at someone to do a finisher on them. You can't just, like, you know, hit them by accident. Shit, I might be able to do this. Come on. Pin. Stay down, Thrasher. Stay down, please. Oh, thank God. I did it. Oh, man. First handicap match, but I guarantee you it will not be the last. Man, look at that cut. Alright, well, this is the fight for, you know, rank number 1 here, folks. I know you haven't really gotten a look at those rankings, but this is for number 1 contendership right here. X-Pac. Should be a pretty quick one.
X-Pac is seeing stars now. I can't watch. Tell me when it's over. Into the ropes.
I gotta say, I think a lot of people love this look of X-Pac, but man, I am not a fan of it. Maybe it's just the in-game model or something I don't like. Because I do remember liking the red tight version, but like something about this one I just really do not like. It's that purplish pink. Whenever I think of X-Pac, I actually never think about his 98 outfit. I always think about his DX colors and stuff like that, because he was associated with DX for so long. Also, I feel like you look back, he kind of didn't really do all that much, especially in early 1998. He was kind of just there. That's going to be it for today's episode, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on Wrestling Wednesday. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.